until today, they are not scientifically understood.
Anything from ancient Greece simply shouldn't have gear wheels.
Of the underground city are impressive. It must have taken decades or even centuries to build them.
The Shroud of Turin has become one of the most mysterious and controversial pieces of cloth on the face of the planet.
The world is a mysterious place. Our Earth alone is filled with unknown phenomena that continue to baffle even the smartest scientists. In fact, there are discoveries made that have proven completely unexplainable, leaving researchers bewildered and curious.
It's very heavy. Giorgio, take it. It's heavy.
Wow. With much of our vast planet still waiting to be explored, it's surprising that even the places we have explored have left scientists baffled and confused. From bizarre stones and markings to potential alien artifacts, there's no end to the weird and wonderful things we don't understand. Our experts have scoured the internet to find examples of strange discoveries and weird phenomena that scientists seemingly can't explain, no matter how hard they try or what theories they propose. Get ready to be shocked, thrilled, and in awe of our universe. And let's dive in to explore real discoveries that scientists can't explain. Dequispheres.
Right now we are in the process of trying to preserve these spheres and stop the process of deterioration.
There are many strange discoveries from all over the world that scientists just can't explain, but our first example of this begins in a quiet delta in Costa Rica. Let's travel to the Diquis Delta, where the infamous Diquis spheres were discovered. These are ancient stone spheres, ranging from just a few centimeters to over 16 tons, scattered throughout the area. What makes them even more perplexing is that they were created sometime between 700 and 1530 CE by the indigenous people of the region, using primitive tools and methods. The perfectly spherical shape of these spheres raises questions about how they were created and for what purpose. Some theories propose that they were used for astronomical or navigational purposes, while others suggest they were symbols of wealth and status. However, none of these theories have been proven, leaving the true purpose of these spheres a mystery. After all, what purpose would an ancient civilization have for a bunch of round, marble-shaped rocks? Is it possible that these rocks originated from some advanced civilization? Or could they have been placed there by aliens looking for life advanced enough to understand their message? Scientists remain baffled as to how, why, and by whom these stones were made and placed, and the mystery continues to intrigue and captivate people from all around the world. Antikythera mechanism.
The first shock, because anything from ancient Greece simply shouldn't have gear wheels.
There are few discoveries that have baffled scientists quite as much as the infamous Antikythera mechanism. Let's travel to 1st century BCE Greece, where this ancient analog computer was first discovered. The device is composed of intricate bronze gears and rotating discs, and is thought to have been used to predict astronomical events such as eclipses. What makes this artifact truly remarkable is its level of complexity and precision, far ahead of its time. The Antikythera mechanism is known as the world's oldest computer, with no other similar devices found until the 16th century. Its purpose and origins have been debated for years, with some proposing it was used for navigation or astrological purposes, while others suggest it may have been an ancient calendar or even a form of ancient money. Despite extensive study and research, the true function and creators of the Antikythera mechanism are still shrouded in mystery, leaving scientists puzzled and intrigued by this extraordinary piece of technology from the ancient world. This artifact was first rediscovered in 1900 on a Roman shipwreck and continues to be studied and analyzed today, with new findings and theories constantly emerging. It's a testament to the brilliance and ingenuity of our ancestors, but also a good way to leave scientists scratching their heads. Who or what could have invented such a complex device all those years ago? Fairy circles.
They occur over a north-south distance of nearly 2,000 kilometers. They are really clearly visible over large landscapes, and until today, they are not scientifically understood.
Let's travel to the Namib Desert in southern Africa to discover a bizarre and unexplained phenomenon known as fairy circles. These mysterious circular patches of barren land surrounded by a halo of lush green grass have fascinated scientists for decades. Some theories propose that termites are the cause, as they create underground nests that strip the land of nutrients. However, this theory has been debunked due to the fact that not all circles are inhabited by termites, and the ones that do not continuously expand. Other theories suggest that plants are competing for scarce resources in the desert, creating these patterns. But this theory fails to explain the consistent circular shape and the fact that the circles can last for decades without being disturbed. So, what could be causing these strange formations? Could it be a natural phenomenon yet to be discovered, or is there a mystical explanation behind these fairy circles? Scientists are still searching for answers, and the mystery remains unsolved. The fairy circles are a reminder that even in this age of advanced technology and knowledge, there are still mysteries in our own backyard waiting to be uncovered. Who really knows what these bizarre circles are? Atlantis
was both the ruler of the sea and the founder of Atlantis.
Sure, the History Channel might call Atlantis a likely mythical nation, but many historians and researchers still believe it may have been a real place. In fact, the story of the lost city of Atlantis dates back to the ancient Greek philosopher Plato, who wrote about it in his dialogues Timaeus and Critias. According to Plato, Atlantis was an advanced civilization that existed on an island in the Atlantic Ocean until it was destroyed by a catastrophic event around 9600 BC. Some theories suggest that Atlantis may have been located on the Greek island of Santorini, which was destroyed by a volcanic eruption around the same time period. However, there's no solid evidence or proof that Atlantis ever existed, leaving the mystery of its possible existence to this day. Many continue to search for the lost city, with some even claiming to have found it under the ocean. But until there is concrete evidence, the true story of Atlantis remains a tale shrouded in mystery and intrigue. Still, there have been many strange discoveries that have left scientists baffled and forced to conclude that at one point, a very advanced civilization, at least similar to Atlantis, did actually exist. Earthquake lights.
Flashes that light up the sky, looking like storm lightning or a strong camera flash.
If you've ever seen bizarre flashes of light in the sky, you might be quick to assume that it's some form of lightning or even a UFO. However, in some cases, these strange bright lights in the sky are actually earthquake lights. These mysterious flashes are known to occur before and during earthquakes, with some even reported to happen when there is no storm or cloud in sight. The colors and shapes of these lights vary from event to event, with some taking on the appearance of floating orbs, while others resemble bolts of lightning. While their exact cause is still unknown, scientists have observed a correlation between these lights and impending earthquakes, leading to theories that they could be linked to the intense pressure and stress along a fault line. Despite decades of research, there is still no conclusive explanation for these lights, leaving them as one of the most unexplainable phenomena on our planet. How in the world can an earthquake cause these bizarre flashes of light? While many scientists have proposed theories, none of them actually seem to fit the bill. Without a concrete explanation, earthquake lights remain a puzzling and inexplicable phenomenon that continues to fascinate and perplex scientists and the public alike. Who knows, maybe one day we will finally unravel the mystery behind these strange lights in the sky. Shroud of Turin.
For centuries, the Shroud of Turin has become one of the most mysterious and controversial pieces of cloth on the face of the planet.
Let's travel to Turin, Italy, where a discovery shocked and amazed the world. The Shroud of Turin, a centuries-old linen cloth depicting the image of a crucified man, has captured the attention of scientists and religious leaders for centuries. While some have speculated that it could potentially be the burial cloth of Jesus Christ, others have argued that it could be the work of a skilled artist. Despite numerous studies and examinations, the Shroud of Turin remains a mystery, with no conclusive evidence pointing to its origin or authenticity. In 1958, Pope Pius XII recognized the image on the shroud as resembling Jesus, but the debate continues to this day. The shroud is kept at the Cathedral of St. John the Baptist in Turin, where it is on display for visitors to see and form their own opinions on this enigmatic piece of cloth. While many people, such as the Pope, believe this shroud to be authentic evidence of the existence of not only Jesus Christ, but God itself, scientists continue to examine and question the cloth's origins and meaning. Perhaps one day we will have a concrete answer, but for now, the Shroud of Turin remains an unresolved wonder of the world. While it's possible that it could be legitimate evidence of Jesus, it could also be a very clever hoax. Hobbits.
Lord of the Rings is really a paradigm for other species out there lurking that have not yet been discovered.
If you've ever read J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings, you may be familiar with the Hobbit race, small, humanoid creatures with a love for food and adventure. But what if we told you that there may have been real hobbits who once roamed the earth? In 2003, the remains of a human-like creature were discovered on the Indonesian island of Flores. These remains, which were dated to be 18,000 years old, belonged to a species of archaic human called Homo floresiensis, nicknamed hobbits for their small size. At just over 3 feet tall, these hobbits had brains the size of a chimpanzee's, yet were able to create sophisticated tools and survive on an island filled with dangerous predators. How they were able to adapt and thrive in their environment remains a mystery to this day.
The hobbit does not have this complete complex of features.
Scientists continue to study the hobbit bones and artifacts found with them, but the origin of these primitive humans and their impressive abilities still remains a perplexing enigma. Just like in Tolkien's books, the hobbits of Flores seem to be a race that defies logical explanation, leaving us to wonder if there is more to their story that we have yet to discover. It's also sparked plenty of theories that Tolkien may have met some survivors of this race who passed down their history to him, leaving Tolkien to write what he knew. While this might seem far-fetched, the bizarre similarities between these real hobbits and Tolkien's fictional race are too much to ignore. Naga fireballs.
Es conocido como las bolas de fuego de Naga.
There are many bizarre and strange phenomena that occur in our world, and one of the most fascinating and unexplainable is the Naga fireballs in Thailand. Every year, during the full moon in October, these glowing orbs mysteriously rise from the Mekong River, much to the surprise and confusion of locals and tourists alike. Some believe that these fireballs are the breath of a giant sea serpent known as Naga.
Unbelievable! A river on fire!
While others think they are caused by methane gas bubbling up from the riverbed. Yet, even with these scientific explanations, many people are still skeptical and wonder whether there is something more supernatural at work. Is it possible that there is some unknown force that creates these balls of fire, or could it be a natural phenomenon that we have yet to discover? While the methane gas theory is the most commonly accepted explanation for these bizarre fireballs, there are several things that just don't add up. Where is this gas coming from, and why is it only released at the same time every year? Maybe there's something more supernatural to this than meets the eye. For now, the Naga fireballs remain a fascinating and unexplainable mystery. Marfa lights.
The Marfa lights have been recorded times and times again in the same place.
Similar to the existence of the Naga fireballs in Thailand, the Marfa lights in Texas continue to leave scientists scratching their heads. Located in a remote area near the town of Marfa, these unexplained lights have been reported and observed since the 19th century.
Pretty soon you'll notice that there's something out there.
Witnesses have described the lights as small, glowing orbs that vary in color and have been known to move and change shape. Some theories suggest that these lights could be caused by gases rising from the nearby swamps, while others attribute them to paranormal activity. However, none of these theories have been officially proven, and the mystery of the Marfa lights remains unsolved. Despite extensive research and study, scientists still cannot explain the true nature of these elusive lights, leaving many to wonder if they could be connected to other unexplained phenomena around the world. Why would gases rising from swamps exhibit such bizarre and unnatural behavior? And why have these lights continued to appear for centuries without a reasonable explanation?
First start looking at them, you think they're car lights. But when they split up, one jumps this way and one jumps that way, well,
with more questions than answers, the Marfa lights have become a true enigma for scientists and curious minds alike. Mona Lisa.
Working from his scans of the painting, he was able to create this reconstruction of what he thinks that version of the Mona Lisa looks like.
There are many theories and unsolved mysteries out there, but perhaps none more perplexing and head-scratching than the identity of the woman in Leonardo da Vinci's famous painting, the Mona Lisa. For centuries, art historians have debated who the subject of the painting could be, with many theories suggesting she was a man, a self-portrait of da Vinci, or a completely fictional character. However, after much research and speculation, it seems that the remains of Lisa Gherardini del Giocondo, a wealthy Florentine woman, may actually be the true identity behind the Mona Lisa. Although her skull was not found with her remains, researchers used DNA analysis and carbon dating to determine that the bones belong to a woman who died around the same time that Gherardini did. With a life story that matches up with what is known about the woman in the painting, it seems highly likely that she was the real-life muse of Da Vinci's masterpiece. This revelation has sparked even more questions about the painting and its subject, leaving many to ponder the mysterious life of Lisa Gherardini and why Da Vinci chose her to be the iconic face of the Mona Lisa. Of course, there's also the mystery of where her head went, a real no-head scratcher. Göbekli Tepe.
The stone structures could be as much as 12,000 years old, more than 5,000 years older than mankind's first known civilization.
There are many archaeological sites that have left scientists scratching their heads and wondering what exactly was going on at the time of their creation. But perhaps one of the most perplexing is Göbekli Tepe in southeastern Turkey. This site was built around 12,000 years ago, making it one of the oldest and most mysterious structures ever discovered. The construction techniques and architectural style seen in the many temples at Göbekli Tepe are incredibly advanced for the time period, leading some to believe that it was built by a civilization much more advanced than previously thought. The purpose of this site remains unknown, with some suggesting it was a place of ritual ceremonies or gatherings, while others believe it was a sacred burial ground. The sheer age and complexity of Göbekli Tepe challenges our understanding of early human civilization and continues to baffle scientists and researchers. The site is truly a remarkable and mysterious place, and it leaves us wondering just how advanced our ancient ancestors really were. If that's not shocking enough, let's put it into context. Stonehenge was built over 6,000 years later. Talk about ahead of its time. Of course, that's hardly the most perplexing archaeological discovery ever made, with some still being underground. Derinkuyu.
Of the underground city are impressive, especially considering they were made with hand tools. It must have taken decades or even centuries to build them.
Why can't scientists uncover the archaeological site of Derinkuyu? The answer is obvious once you know it, and that's because Derinkuyu was built underground. A massive underground city, Derinkuyu was discovered beneath the foothills of Turkey's Cappadocia region. This astonishing site isn't just a collection of tunnels and caves, it's an entire city that was able to house up to 20,000 people. The city was made up of 18 levels, ranging from 85 feet deep to thousands of feet below ground. So how did the inhabitants of Derinkuyu manage to create such an enormous and complex structure without modern technology? The answer is that they were masters of carving and engineering, using primitive tools to create intricate rooms, ventilation systems, and even wells for fresh water. What's even more impressive is that Derinkuyu wasn't just a shelter for hiding from invaders. It was a fully functioning city, complete with living quarters, shops, and even churches. The purpose of this underground city and the reason for its existence still remains a mystery, as does the identity of its skilled inhabitants. But one thing is for sure, Derinkuyu is a testament to the incredible abilities of ancient civilizations and their ingenuity in creating elaborate structures. After all, if ancient people were able to build something that even rivals the architecture of modern cities, what other mysteries and discoveries could be hiding beneath our feet? Kochno Stone.
This is a great opportunity to see one of the kind of mythical sites of Scottish archaeology.
Next, let's travel to West Dunbartonshire, Scotland, where we find a stone that has puzzled and amazed scientists for centuries, the Kochno Stone. This massive stone has a diameter of 42 feet and is covered in intricate carvings of spirals, cup and ring marks, and other mysterious symbols. These carvings have been dated back to 5,000 years ago, making the stone one of the best examples of Bronze Age rock art in Europe. However, the true purpose of these carvings remains a mystery. Some theories suggest they are a form of prehistoric writing or religious symbols, while others propose they could be star maps or decorative markings. Despite numerous studies and examinations, the true meaning of the Kochno Stone remains unknown, leaving scientists and researchers scratching their heads in confusion. If scientists could unravel what these strange markings mean, this stone could potentially answer many of the unsolved mysteries about ancient civilizations, their languages, and even their customs and beliefs. The Kochno Stone continues to draw attention and speculation, and it is a testament to the deep complexities of our human history. Will we ever be able to decipher this strange stone and learn what it was for? Voynich manuscript. Meet the world's most mysterious manuscript. Currently housed at Yale University, the Voynich manuscript has been one of the most enigmatic and heavily studied documents of all time. Dating back to the 15th or 16th century, this manuscript is written in an undeciphered language with intricate illustrations and diagrams scattered throughout its pages. Linguists, cryptographers, and historians have spent years trying to decipher the text, but none have succeeded. Some theories suggest that the manuscript is a hoax, while others believe it holds secrets of alchemy, herbal medicine, or even extraterrestrial communication. Despite numerous attempts to understand its contents, the Voynich manuscript remains a complete mystery, with no explanation yet in sight. The fact that it is housed at one of the most prestigious universities in the world only adds to its intrigue and allure, making it one of the most talked about and puzzling discoveries in the scientific community. Perhaps one day a breakthrough will be made, and the Voynich manuscript's secrets will finally be revealed. But until then, it remains a source of fascination and debate for scholars and enthusiasts alike. The manuscript itself is named after the Polish-American book dealer Wilfred M. Voynich, who purchased it in 1912 and brought it to the attention of the world. But will we ever truly understand the contents of the Voynich manuscript? Aluminum wedge.
It's very heavy. Giorgio, take it. It's heavy.
Wow.
Let's travel to Romania, where in 1974, workers made a strange discovery while digging in AIUD. The object they unearthed was a 5-pound wedge, measuring 20 centimeters long and 12 centimeters wide, with a thickness of 7 centimeters. But what makes this wedge truly mysterious is its composition. Analysis shows that it is made of 89% aluminum, with traces of copper, zinc, lead, cadmium, and other elements. This might not sound too unusual at first, but here's the catch.
Aluminum was not invented at the age when we presume this was in use?
Aluminum wasn't discovered until the 19th century and was not successfully produced commercially until the 1880s. This means that the aluminum wedge of AIUD, as it is called, must have been manufactured during a time when humans did not have the technology to do so. To make things even more puzzling, the wedge was found near the bones of a mastodon, an extinct elephant-like creature that roamed the Earth over 11,000 years ago.
Is over 10,000 years old.
This suggests that the wedge could be even older and has sparked theories that it may have been created by ancient extraterrestrial beings. However, until more evidence is found, the origins and purpose of this aluminum wedge remain a mystery, continuing to baffle scientists and leaving room for endless speculation.